Hi guys, it's the Peachy Pickers back here again with another Goodwill Thrift with me. We are getting straight into it with this first stop of the day. I can already see the lady is restocking the shoes. I try to give her some space though, so I start looking at these nursing clogs. None of these end up being worth it, but I do find a pair of Allegrias right beside the blue pair there. These were in amazing condition. They look like they had barely ever been worn, maybe once or twice, and that's going to be an easy $40 right there. So here I'm kind of biding my time, just kind of looking around, glancing at everything that's already out there. But as soon as she walks away, I bolt over and get this pair of brand new looking Merrells. These are some amazing hiking shoes. An absolutely great brand to be on the lookout for. I have mine listed for $65. I'm not sure I'll get that, but they are the only ones listed in that colorway. I think I'll probably get around closer to $50 for them. And then I found another pair of Merrells. These are a woman's Mary Jane pair that I have listed for $25. Shortly after this, the lady was actually called to the cash register, so I walk over to examine the things that she was putting out a little more closely. I thought that this pair might be a pair of Keens, but both of these pairs here turned out to be just like some generic brand that weren't worth very much. But I did pick up these Adidas slides for $5.99, and they have actually already sold for $24.99. I've never picked up slides before, but now I think I'm definitely going to search for those more often. I walk over and check everything else that she was going to put out, and I didn't see anything else that I wanted. I didn't dig too thoroughly, so I probably should have done that, but I just decided to go over and see if there was anything else further down the line. There was actually a second pair of Adidas slides over there that I'm just now noticing. Those probably would have done well as well. But as I walk a little further down, I find these Asics Onitsuka Tiger shoes. These are the Style Mexico 66, and these are actually worth around $50. So anytime that you find a pair of those, you should probably look them up. Right here, I think I find another pair of awesome Merrells, but these do have some really bad heel drag, and they're also separating away from the sole, so unfortunately I had to leave those behind. I decide to jump over and glance at this island one more time. These red boots catch my eye first, but right above those I find a pair of Mucklucks. And Mucklucks can be a really good brand, but these just felt really flimsy, and they also had them priced at $13.99. So I didn't even look those up, and I just decided to pass. The last score of this store right here is actually a pair of Tevas. These I regret kind of getting because these are in such poor shape, but I think I still can get around 15 to 20. This next store is where it starts getting super fast paced. I picked up this really clean pair of Asics, and I have those listed for $40. Also, this pair of Echoes that I have listed for $28.99, and I picked both of those up for $5.99. I paid up a little bit on these Nike Air Max, but I do think I can at least get $50 for these. And then when we head to the toy section, we absolutely hit the jackpot. Got this roller coaster challenge game for $4.99. And then right beside that were these amazing brand new Meet the Robinsons figures. Meet the Robinson is my absolute favorite Disney movie. And there were not just one, not two, not three, but actually 4 of these brand new in the package. So, needless to say, we absolutely hit the mother load in the toy section at this store. I think those are going to go for some really, really good money. And here Casey is having himself a little dance party about it. This store was also freshly stocked with some of the coolest home decor items that I could not resist. I had to pick some of these things up for the office. Now, when I got to the Christmas section, I found a couple of the coolest nutcrackers that I've ever seen. These were produced by a German company that I am not even going to try to pronounce the name of. I'll go ahead and pop up a little picture so that you guys can possibly read it for yourselves. And unfortunately, the most expensive one turned out to be missing a leg. I still picked him up though because in good condition he goes for around $200. So I figured that someone would probably want him for parts maybe that they have broken, or even his music box drum. And I still believe I'll get around $50 even with his amputation issues. Santa Claus, on the other hand, was in amazing condition, and I think I should be able to get around $150 for him. Probably, obviously, closer to Christmas time, though. And I only paid $5.99 each for both of those nutcrackers. So, needless to say, we absolutely killed it in that store, and we actually got some things that we weren't able to get on camera, like the Magnavox DVD VCR combo that you can see in our buggy right here. We picked that up for $8.99, and we love to get VCR DVD combos. They usually go for some pretty decent money for us, so we like to pick them up when we can. But I think the best thing about that store was when we got to the register, the cashier had a really long line and she only rang up about half of our items. She was just throwing stuff in the cart and we ended up only paying around $120 for all of the stuff. And at this next store, the shoe section delivered again. I picked up this pair of Brooks Launch 4, and I have those listed for $30. Unfortunately, these Chacos were broken at the toe, so I had to leave those behind. But Chacos are a great brand to look for and always sell fast for us. Then this pair of Nike Metcons, I have these listed for $45. They're not in the best shape, but I still think I'll get around that. I had to walk over here and snatch the buggy from Casey. He was looking up a pair of Crocs, which we love to look up. Unfortunately, he couldn't get those. But over here, if you can spot them, I find another pair of Merrells. These are the Merrell Continuum. These are in great condition, and I have these listed for $45. I go over here and I think I found another pair, but these are Ozark Trail, and unfortunately they're not worth much. But in the sports section, I find this Riddle football helmet. This is an adult size large, and this will go for at least $100. We always pick these up. We paid $6.99 for the Riddle helmet, and I also considered this red ATV helmet. They had that one marked at $20 though, and I just didn't see enough comps on it. But Casey found this Circle Disney, I'm not sure what it is, but it sold the same day for $30. I walk over to the toy section and find several of these little troll dolls. They were marked at $2 a piece, and I think I should be able to get around $10 to $15 a piece for these. These are the definition of so ugly they're cute, but some of these can go for some really decent money. Just a little bit down the aisle, I notice all of these Barbies. Little Princess Peach has been really into Barbies lately, so I was basically looking at these for her. But then I found another troll doll in the stack, and I start to notice some of these really unique looking Barbies. Some of these had little different disabilities like amputations and the disease vitiligo. So I started looking some of these up. I found some Barbies that were from the year 1966, and I decided to go ahead and grab several of those just to lot up. They were only $1 a piece, but then I find this gem. This one is from the year 1999 and apparently is called the Hybrid Barbie. Even without any clothes, the last comp that I saw, she sold for around $60. And like I said, I got each one of these for around $1 a piece. Our last score was this 20 questions game sealed in the pack from 2007. Paid $3.99 and it looks like it should go for around $24.99. So if you guys enjoyed this style of video, let me know down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we make new videos like this every week. Until we see you guys next time, stay peachy.